Yay. Oh my gosh. 2 times in one day, guys. Oh my gosh. I must be sick or something. I hope you are all having a fantastic night so far. And if you are tuning in, then that means you are here. You are ready to see what I like to do for my full moon rituals. So I guess I'll just dive right in. I just want to make sure really quickly, though, that this is streaming to our page. And let me know if you're tuning in. Let me know if you are tuning in for the very first time, if you are a regular around here. I would love to know. Okay, let me see. Are we good? Are we on the page? Yeah? No? I don't know. Oh boy, internet is slow. Okay, looks like we are here. I love you, Marcy. Oh my gosh. Okay, you haven't even started and you're rocking the chills. Good. Good. That's what I like to hear. All right. So hi, Val. Okay, so I can see that. Okay, so I have something special set up tonight. Actually, I'm going to turn on my fan really quickly, if you guys don't mind. Can you guys still hear me even if I have the fan on? It's hotter than 2 mice in a wool sock in here, so I'm like, oh, I need some air. Okay, so let me know if you can still hear me. But let's dive in, yeah? Let's do this. Okay, so I have set up fun little doohickeys here, so I'm able to do split screen. Oh, look at that. Isn't that so fun? Oh, yeah. Getting all kinds of techie over here. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Marcy. So if you see me looking here, there, there's all kinds of stuff happening. But let's dive in. So all right, before I actually dive in, I feel like I always do this. Whatever. There's a couple things that I want to talk about before I do dive into what I normally do. This full moon is very charged. And if you caught today's card reading, then you obviously caught wind of that as well. But this full moon, we're being asked to reflect, and the affirmation that comes through is, I have structures and frameworks that support my family and our growth. So there was a lot of sun and moon. There was a lot of like push and pull. There was a lot of balance. Okay, there was a lot of balancing of energies that you may have seen in the card reveal earlier. So this full moon, that comes as no surprise, is that we're being asked to really look at the magic of the balance, okay? And there's this, you probably have felt this quite a bit lately. There's been this pull for nurturing and like self-care and staying at home, and, work to help support all of that, you, your family, whatever it may be. But at the same time, you're being shown that without structure, our foundations are unsupported, okay? And without emotion, without love, without that nurturing, that feminine energy, you're going to feel cold. You're going to feel empty, and you are not going to grow and thrive like you should, okay? Is that making sense to all of you that are watching this live and catching the replay? Okay, so that's kind of this theme for this full moon. But on top of that, guys, we've got a partial lunar eclipse. And so whenever there's an eclipse, whatever the theme for that full moon is, it's always going to be hyperpolarized, okay? It's always going to be much larger than like normal. And so the inner work and the self-love can actually like quantum leap. I won't get into that, but this is saying that perhaps you need more balance with self-love and care and less being hard on yourself. And I actually remember during the card reading saying that in some regard. It was like beating yourself up. Someone remind me, whoever, if you caught the card reveal earlier on this afternoon, it was coming through really strong, like beating ourselves up. It's like nothing we do or say can be good enough. But that's all coming to the surface right now. Okay. So you could very well possibly need more structure and discipline to achieve those goals. And whatever it is, the full moon is going to bring it to light. So whatever's no longer in integrity for you is going to be let go of. All right, so enough with that. But I do want to say that if you are struggling with this eclipse, the medicine, what you need to pay attention to is to go easy. Be gentle with yourself, almost like you're a newborn baby, okay? Love yourself like you're fresh out of the womb. We are all going through big changes, and we are rewiring all kinds of things in the background. You may or may not be aware of what's going on, but it's times like this that require us to be more inwardly focused and connected to our emotion, connected to our divine feminine, okay? So there's that. Enough with that. But that is just speaking to this particular full moon. This is speaking to this particular partial eclipse. So there's that. Oh, yay. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Josie. Oh, my gosh. Hi, Brianne. Hi, Val. Yay. Oh, yay, Maria. You make me so happy. Oh, my gosh. I can't believe you're on here. I'm so excited. Okay. So without further ado, whenever the full moon arrives, it's time to create space to actually take stock of what has and hasn't come to fruition yet. So the new moon is the time to set those intentions. It's like a fresh slate every month. It's like to, kicking off a new school year. Like, what do you want to achieve? What do you want to learn? What do you want to do? So kind of think of a new moon like that. A full moon is when you're taking a look back. What happened over the 28-day cycle? What happened? What came to light? What did you achieve? And I just got full goosebumps. So this is ringing a bell for many of you. A full moon period of time is a time to get quiet, it's a time to reflect, and it's a time to celebrate all of those accomplishments. So the completeness of it brings a lot of energy, but also with a full moon, it's almost like it's casting a shadow on everything that no longer fits. Okay? You bought new clothes at the beginning of the school year, and then by the end of the school year, you lost all kinds of weight, or you grew boobs, or whatever the case may be. Those clothes no longer fit. What do you need to get rid of? What do you need to give to Salvation Army? What do you need to throw out? Okay, that is part of it as well. So anytime there is a full moon or a new moon, I want to point this out too. Sorry, it just came up really loud and clear. The word ritual, guys, the word ritual has such a negative connotation surrounding it. It's not even funny, okay? So the feeling I got when I posted that poll earlier on in the page, and I said, do you want to see a full moon ritual, or would you like to, hocus pocus, no thanks? The feeling I got with the people that said no, like, that's completely okay. That's your prerogative. But the word ritual has such a negative connotation, and it like is almost linked back to witchcraft, and it's linked back to like the negative surroundings of the universe of doing this. But in all reality, a ritual is just something that you do regularly, right? Like it's just something you do regularly. So the new moon and the full moon happen every month, right? It's a regular occurrence. So use that lunar energy, that lunar light, to help you guide your life and to help you manifest what you want, and to help you heal those areas of yourself that, you know, need to be healed. The shadow work. So I just wanted to point that out because you don't see me. I'm not dancing around a cauldron right now, right? Like I'm not like, you know, singing Kumbaya. I'm not doing anything crazy. It's just me here in my office where it's quiet. Thank you, baby Jesus. Everybody is sleeping or supposed to be sleeping, and it's just me time. Okay? So there we go. Number 1, first step. You just become centered. Okay? You just become present. Every single time before I start a ritual, I light my candles. I light some incense. If I need to, if I feel like the energy is like really thick in my office, where it tends not to be though, because I do a lot of clearing in here, I will grab my little Tibetan sound bowl, and this helps to clear out the energy of the space really quickly if I don't feel like saging. It all depends on how it feels. So if it feels heavy and yucky and blech, then I'm going to sage. Then I'm going to use that to clear out the energy. Okay? Then, once I've done that, I typically will do a full moon spread. And so this is where it gets to get fun. Okay, so, see, I have my huge piece of selenite. It just helps to keep things flowing, so to speak, if that makes sense. I'm going to quickly look at the comments because I haven't in a hot second, and I just want to make sure everything is good. You got goosebumps. Say that louder for my shitty ego. She's a hard-headed bitch. Yes. My husband was like, huh, a what? I'm like, babe, I've done this every month, but he's learning as I learn. I love that. So good, Val. So good. Okay. I'm just going to put this to the side as I do this. All right. So, for those of you who have never experienced a reading with me, hold on to your hats because this is going full out. Because this is my actual full moon ritual. Like, I'm not like staging this for you guys. I'm doing it real time with you. So, yeah. All right. Give me a hot second. Oh, does that feel good? No, not yet. One more time. There we go. Okay. At this time, I'd like to invite in Archangel Michael to create a safe and protected container for this full moon reading to take place. I'd also like to invite in any of my guides, masters, teachers, angels, departed that would like to come forward and be present for this reading to come forward and do so at this time. Right now, I would like to ask what part of my truth is most needing my expression. How can I best soften into this very, very active energy? What can I do to encourage myself? Ooh, see, I'm telling you, this energy's, that was one. That was a wild card. What can I do to encourage myself so that I can best express how I'm feeling? What is it that I'm currently resisting? What guidance does my team have for me during this very active full moon? Woof, woof. Okay, so again, for those of you that are new to me, when a card pops out of my decks, the way I read it, here really quickly, the way I read it is that it's a wild card. Okay, I call it a wild card. So it just means that it is a message from my guides that really, really, really wants to be heard and seen. So what that means is if I don't pay attention to anything to do with the actual reading, the actual spread itself, I need to pay attention to the wild cards because it's like an umbrella message, okay? So let's get back to it. Okay, so here we are. Here are my 2 wild cards. I'm going to stick these off to the side. All right, number 1. What part of my truth is most needing my expression? Okay, transcendence. Rise up. Honor your inner force. Steps are being given. It's time to dance with the universe. So what I would do from here, I'm not going to do it with you guys because obviously this is more like intimate, but I will be doing it after the fact. And don't you love how this card has a moon on it? I love it. Love it, love it. I will go ahead and I will write, the questions that I asked. What part of my truth needs my expression? And I will write transcendence. And then I will go into whatever comes up for me. So I'm just going to really sit with the card and see what comes up. If I need to, I'll look at the book and see what's going on. But most of the time for me, for my personal readings, I don't need to because I know exactly what's trying to come out. How can I best soften into this very active energy? I can't make this shit up, even if I tried. Oh, hey, Freya, with your full moon. Hey. Oh, hey, girl, hey. Okay, so phases and cycles. There's a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. So again, I would write down the question that I had. I'd sit with the card. I would see what comes up, and I would journal about it. Then, what was number 3? What can I do to encourage myself into best expressing my emotions, thoughts, and feelings? What I'm doing right this very moment. This very freaking second. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Can you guys see that? So clearly, the best way for me to express my feelings is to do a live with all of you and just put myself out there, all of my craziness, all of my weirdness, so that I can continue to shine my light. So there's that. Okay, number 4. I said, what am I currently resisting? Love and peace. If that's not the truth. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Okay? So again, I would take this, I would go over here, and I would journal what the question was, and then what card came up and what comes up for me with that. What guidance does my team have for me during this full moon? Karma releasing. Move beyond drama. Create your own path. Make room for good energy. Okay? So this, guys, this is the spread. This is the spread that, my full moon spread. But like I said, I have 2 wild cards, which was Supreme Protection, and I'm facing my fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Oh, hi, I'm going live right now, aren't I? Yeah. And then Supreme Protection. Your protected cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. Whatever. Fine, universe. I'll take it. Okay, I see. And I just looked at the numbers, and it is 14144. I'm not getting into the numbers and what it means right now, but that's a good sign as well. So now that I have done my journaling, and I will also take a look and see where, like, what I had set for intentions with the new moon. I'll see like what I wanted to bring about. Did those things come up? Did those things happen? And I'll make note of it. Then it's time to, once I've clarified, you know, what has come to fruition and what hasn't, it's time to write down and release what's getting in the way of the experiences that haven't arrived yet. Meaning, excuse me, and for those of you who have been with me for a minute or 17, know that anytime you have a burp, it's actually energy being released and shifted when you're talking about something like this, spiritual, universal, whatever. So clearly, some stuff's moving for me. So what you do, and what I typically do, is on a Post-it note, which I have right here, I would write down the things that I need to let go of, the things that are holding me back, the things that are preventing me from stepping into my power, I guess. I don't know. Like, does that make sense? Whatever. So once I've done that, sorry, I was just starting to look at the comments. Love my sound bowl. Girl, the goosebumps. How can you tell if it's the right card you are pulling? Ooh, that's a good one. It resonates. It resonates down to my core. Like, I've never pulled a wrong card, because due to one of the universal laws of that are out there, you are always going to pull the right card, no matter what. So you're going to pull the right card that is meant for you in that time. But if it doesn't resonate for you, or if you're like, then it's probably something that hasn't happened yet. Okay? So time is not linear. It's a very fluid concept and construct. We as humans, we in the 3D, in the present, in order to understand time, have created this linear thing. Okay, so anytime you are working with cards, or you're working with source or the universe or whatever it may be, just know that things will come up sometimes that may not have happened yet. Okay, so there's that. Let me see. It's a gut feeling. The hair on my arms will stand up. Yes. More moons. Can't make this shit up. I pulled the Diana card earlier, my alter ego, and she had a moon over her head too. You do, Val. You do. And it's actually, I think, on sale right now with Hay House. Like, go into the Rooted Connection group. I'm pretty sure one of the members posted a link, and the decks right now are $9 a piece. Yep. Okay. Facing fear, legit resonating so much. What is 9919? I'll tell you in a second. Mine and Brienne's number that comes up all the time. Added the finest because I like to use it. Oh my gosh, Brienne, you kill me. Okay, so I write down, getting back to all of this stuff, I write down what's holding me back. I write down what I am ready to finally heal completely. I write down what I need to release. Then, if I'm feeling extra saucy and spicy, I light it on fire. If I am feeling like I'm going to burn the house down and I don't want to go that route, then you can just flush it down the toilet. Okay? Whatever it may be. It's the action of getting rid of it. For me, I like to burn things, but I also like to smoke myself out of my office. So that'll happen sometimes too. So, depending on where I'm at. Then, once I've done all of this, once I've journaled, once I've pulled my spread, I've figured out what it is, I've sat with myself and needed to reflect on, the struggles that I've been dealing with for the last 14 days, and I write them down. Then I like to take a salt bath, because it's really cleansing. The water is very cleansing. It's like getting rid of the things that you're trying to let go of. And so it's kind of like the final capstone, if you will, for my ritual. I'm lucky enough where we have a hot tub, and I can go out into my hot tub, and the moonlight will actually be touching my skin. So it's kind of like an added bonus. And so if I'm feeling like I want to get outside, then I will do that. Being outside is very grounding, so there's always that. What else did I want to tell you? Last but not least, this is the time under the full moon to charge crystals. So even if you only have a couple, that's perfect, because then that just means that you can either put them on your windowsill, or you can put them on your porch, or put them on your front steps, or whatever. When you have as many crystals as I do, that gets really difficult. So if I'm feeling called to do it, then I'll pick the ones that I feel like need to be charged, and I'll go bring those ones outside and charge those crystals. But otherwise, I typically will just like sage mine and cleanse them that way. Brienne, there's no wrong way of doing it. Like if you already took your salt bath, that's totally fine. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, Shelby. So if that's the case, don't worry about it. Like the timing of it isn't as like whatever. I just like to have like steps that I personally follow. That's all. So yes, guys, do you have any questions for me? Do you have like anything you need like clarity on? Like why I did something? Like here's the spread again. I don't know if anybody needs to see it or wants to see it. But there it is again. And yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions while I'm here live before I finish my my ritual. So let me know in the comments below. What do you do? What do you do for your full moon ritual? I would love to know. I always am open and love to add new elements and new things to keep things fresh. So feel free to, stick those down in the comments as well. But yeah, that's about it. Like it's simple, really. It's not meant to be hard. It's just a time to really like get in touch with yourself, Does that make sense? Yeah. Oh my God, Brienne, you're killing me, Smalls. So, okay. Hold on. I actually, off the top of my head, don't even know what that specifically means, but excuse me, I do know that 9 is a matter of completion. So anytime you see the number 9 repetitively, it's a message that your life purpose and your soul mission involves the giving of service through your natural skills, your natural abilities, talents, interests. It's telling you that right now it's a time to end a phase or a relationship in your life that's no longer serving you in a positive way, and to, really encourage you to follow the passion that's inside of you, the passion that's in your heart. So, just trying to think of what else, because I know the recurring number sequence of like 9999, it's a message specifically to light workers to keep their light shining brightly. But when you throw the number 1 in there, then that just means that you're able to positively manifest your desires into your life. And so it's like you're Don't allow your fears, your doubts, your worries to hold you back from living and serving your divine life mission and purpose, which probably has something to do with your ability to create and serve other people. Does that make sense? Does that resonate for you, ladies? Okay, Val, I write down my intentions for the rest of the month. Pull 3 cards for myself, journal them, and write down what isn't serving me anymore, and I burn it. Then I clear my room. Yes, good. My relationship with chips. Oh my gosh, is that something you would burn? Oh God, I love you. Okay, so that's that, guys. That's that. I won't keep you any longer because this live has been long enough. But as always, if you have questions, drop them in the comments. I always see them, especially tag me. And I would love to hear, what you like to incorporate into your full moon ritual as well. But yeah, so happy full moon to you all. I hope that it is a beautiful one. And I will be chatting with you all very, very soon. Yeah, that feels done. That feels good. Okay. Much love to you guys. Have a great rest of the night. Bye.